Greetings everyone, and Great here with another HPR's 4 replay. So on the north side is the orange Japanese player of El.LoueMT. On the south side is the red Lord of the Dragon with Wam01. Who's going for an early barracks, maybe for a, well, it's definitely going to be for a spearman rush. Single spearman being put on the field. The Order Scout does take some hits there. Japanese player does have some deer and the boar pretty close by each other. He is taking time to collect some berries. May does get the initial berry collection rate, so now his berries do collect up faster, about as fast as deer, which is not bad. Make use of berries and deer, as well as boar. Decent amount of berries, gold, and stone there. This other deer deposits up here, and of course gold is everywhere on this map. Or the dragon, let's see. Gold deposits a little bit forward, gold and berries close by each other, but there's a gilded spearman getting some damage. Gilded spearman does do 10 damage, so 5 hits and a villager does go down. Does not get enough gold to get the age up. That is a bit of a problem. Could try getting a bit of gold there through stone. But as of right now, I think he's going to try to get out a barracks to engage that gilded spearman. The Order Dragon player does also have his deer and boar pretty close by to each other. Oh, he's going for an outpost there. Okay, not a barracks, but going for an outpost. Was not expecting that. And he's not paying close enough attention. The town center does reach out to here. That villager does get stabbed. That one also gets stabbed. And does force him away. He doesn't have the garrison just yet. He still needs sends 4 villagers there. Needs a bit more food. Order Dragon has enough resources to age up. A little bit delayed. There's the villagers with the Minwork Palace. And let's see now. Now the side looks like eyeing for a secondary town center. The Order Dragon player may be going for a fast castle in order to get out the Reganese Cathedral and steal all the relics. And now got the Kira storehouse going on up. Doja gets stabbed. Another farmhouse there. And I just camped those berries, but he does have some sheep here. Speaking of which, he actually doesn't have a whole lot of sheep. Orange Scout's still alive. I am not sure where Orange Scout is at the moment. I can't click on this to teleport to it. Red Scout there has 1 sheep in tow. Number of sheep here. Yeah, I don't know where Orange is. Oh, there's Orange Scout. Has a handful of sheep behind. Minwork Palace is almost complete. Japanese players a little bit low on food, not interrupting his villager queue, but did get pretty close. He does send those sheep there. Gilded Spearman there, still alive. He's going for some Gilded Man-at-Arms. Gilded Man-at-Arms, well, any feudal age Man-at-Arms are very difficult to deal with in most civilizations. Japanese can get their own heavy infantry in Age 2, the samurai. He is going for some archer ranges there, which means he's going for Yumi archers, which is actually a very rare unit to see for the Japanese. Yumi archers, they're cheap, they have lower damage, and lower health, if I remember correctly. They're just a cheap archer. They cost like, what, 170? Not 170, just 65, not even 70. So they're dirt cheap. They do only have 4 damage with +4 versus light melee, so even their job as a counter is not super great. And these man-at-arms have 3 damage. If he gets the +1 melee, and he's going for +1 damage, which will increase double the damage these archers do to gilded man-at-arms. But his opponent could just simply deploy, counter that out by getting some more research. I don't think these Yumi archers are going to be a good idea. These gilded man-at-arms will probably take 230 arrows if his opponent counter-outs his opponent's plus damage. He has the mineral palace, which means cheap, fast research, so he can go for that and should go for that. Japanese player is also going for range damage. At this point in time, the scout, and I suppose now with the +1 damage, now these archers are doing double damage, and a scout does 1 damage. Beforehand, they were doing equal damage. You should not be doing the same damage as scouts, honestly. But now the Yumi archers gain some decent numbers. Now they can do a volley of 10 damage versus gilded man-at-arms, so it takes 23 volleys to kill a gilded man-at-arms. But to be fair, this is 240 units of resources here, as opposed to 65 times 5, which is 325? Not too terribly more expensive. And I still would rather put a single gilded man-at-arms than all those Yumi archers, even if the Yumi archers have higher value. But right now, 10 Yumi archers, 370 value, of course a scout, versus the Order of the Dragon, just 310. The value is different, and he literally has 1 military unit on the field. I don't think it's actually correct. This may be still set to 60 rather than 65, I have a feeling, because I don't see this increasing by 5. Oh. 70, so 420. 420 divided by 12. I cannot do math quickly, can I? We do now have a gilded knight being put on the field, which will hard counter every single archer. He is going for a battering ram. I suppose Yumi archers are dirt cheap, great for siege engineers. But his opponent is Or the Dragon, which means Older Empire variant, which means emergency repairs. Maybe throw the Yumi archers on the inside of the battering ram? Not like his ambush with spearmen. He does have a couple hardened spear on the field. We do got the Ragnace Cathedral on the field, so he's going for some prelates. Here's some emergency repairs there. Gilded man-at-arms taking some damage. And they are just regular Gilded man-at-arms, so now they take 1 damage per arrow. And Garter and Cuirassier should still actually be in effect when he gets low health, because they're just putting him fractional health. This game does have, not necessarily fractional health, but decimal. They do have decimal points when it comes to health, resources, things of that sort. Gilded Knight to put on the field has 4 range armor, which is perfect against the Yumi archers. Does 36 damage per strike. It will 2-shot these Yumi archers. Does take out 1 of the villagers there. And we've heard, I hear the Daimyo Manor there. Does take out the battering ram. Does take some severe damage to the Gilded Knight. He may want to get his prelate deployed on the field just to heal him up, because this is a 480 unit resource unit. So deploying out 1 prelate there to get him healed up would save him quite a bit of resources. He is building a prelate there. Hopefully it's meant to heal up that... So you don't see a flag here. Hopefully it's meant to heal up that Gilded Knight, because it does need healing. Japanese player is pretty close to aging up, or starting the age up process. There we go. He is taking time to heal the Gilded Knight. Definitely worth it. It's taking a long time to heal him up. I just love Or the Dragon. It just throws a lot of normal things out of whack. Because if you actually preserve your units and get them healed up by the prelates, it is very, very good. And those man-at-arms gain some good damage. Right now they're doing 18 damage per strike, which 60 is 4 attacks to take out Yumi Archer. And additional +1 damage will not improve this because put them 19 damage and they are divisible by 20. So doesn't need to worry about getting +1 melee damage against Yumi Archers at the moment. He does start chasing that scout. These villagers are clearing up quite a bit of deer. There's only enough room for one or half these villagers. There is the Gilded Knight. Oh, he hit the banner man. Good snipe there. Get to the prelate first, a medic. Now it's going for some of the mounted archers, the Onomusha, which is the replacement for the crossbows. They do bonus damage versus heavy, like crossbows, but their base damage is lower and the multiplier is lower. They sacrifice damage for speed. Their cost is 140 as well, so they're actually a little bit more expensive than crossbows. Crossbows are like 120, right? Now I'm starting to start and guess myself the cost of them. But if someone has an archery range, I'll just divide that by 2. That's the Japanese player. No archery range there. What's the movement speed of Onomusha? Horseman speed. Actually, and they do get some damage on the Gilded Man-at-Arms. You have a prelate here. Bone Cuirassier now active on this Gilded Man-at-Arms. Prelate will take some hits, it will take a bit of time. Does go down. More the Onomusha being plotted on the field. His opponent could counter them with Horsemen. Horsemen move faster, and they do get bonus damage. Or he could just actually eye for his own Dragon Archers, the Gilded Archers, because they also have no inherent armor. He's starting to go build some Gilded Horsemen now. Very nice. He has a single farm here. Very impressive. He has a lot of work in front of her. Relic does go down there. Right now, Red has claimed 3 relics. There's effectively 6 relic income. Very nice. Japanese player does get the floating gate here, which means he'll get your Shiros, which effectively can get up to 6 additional relic income. Orange has picked up a relic as well, so imagine that if eventually 7 relic income. Dragon crossbows been put on the field, or Gilded crossbows. I'm not sure why. He's fighting against Onomusha. The Gilded Archers would have been much better. Additionally, they have a unique research called, what was it called? Dragon Scale Armor, giving them +3 range armor. Scale Armor. Increasing, yeah, +3 range armor. Why is he going for crossbows? Maybe he's concerned about samurai transition? Additionally, let's see, go to crossbows. Yep. 80, 40. Yeah, they do cost. Regular archer crossbows do cost 120. I'm sort of surprised Onimushas cost 140. I think that's a little bit too expensive for them. You actually don't really see them all out all too often. I mean, in comparison, Roost Horse Archers cost 80-40, if I remember correctly, and granted it's wood rather than coin, but they have the same base damage crossbows. They don't get any damage multipliers like crossbows. And I think Onimusha's maybe it's slightly too expensive. I think they can get like 10 gold hacked off their price. Maybe just 10. Maybe if they are concerned with being too prevalent, hacking off 10 food, make it more of a gold intensive unit would probably be a good way to balance it. After all, minus 10 gold is quite a bit, but minus 10 food, it's decent, reasonable. Also, Swabia not being employed on Elf. Though I suppose we don't really see Onimusha play all too often. They do have the same attack speed as crossbows, and hand cannoneers do have +5 range, which is not too important. It allows them to just get the first strike. And their mobility is, of course, always nice to have. Either way, those forces could get killed off because the Impel Horseman is technically the counter. Being outnumbered like that's never great. We do actually have 2 additional town centers for the Japanese player as well. They're now also got the Daimyo Palace. So we've got triple town center for the Japanese player. Orlan Dragon player only has the one, actually no, House Wall effectively makes it 4 town centers. As villagers are technically 8% more effective. That costs 20% more, it takes 20% longer to train, but they're 28% more efficient at collecting up resources, so they're effectively 8% better. For easy calculations, let's assume plus, let's see, 8%. Does get a nice kill there. Another good kill there. Great hits. Their health is also the same health as crossbows. So they can disintegrate pretty quickly, as you can see right here. Doing a large amount of damage. Granted, there's a large amount of outposts here, so they're really getting hit. And he does have +2 range armor. His opponent does have +1 range damage. Going for a +2 now. Got some Onobushigas not being put on the field. And he's going up here trying to pick up the relic, but that relic no longer exists. Red has claimed 4 relics, so he has effectively 8 relic income. His opponent with the Yoshiros have slightly worse relic income, but effectively closer to 7, but slightly worse. If that makes any sort of sense. So their free gold is very similar, but Order Dragon does have a slight lead advantage with that. Good damage there onto the dragon crossbows. They get hit by the Onobushigas. Onobushigas, of course, do have good damage and attack speed, as well as a bit of extra range. I still don't know why he's going for Order crossbows, Gilded crossbows. Gilded Man Arms is going to be very useful. Got the Kengima Shima Gunsmith to get out some free gunpowder units. And it sounds like we've got now the Shogunate Castle fully built on his capital town center. Gunsmith is now complete, going for a big round of barracks, eyeing to get the mass production up and going. Eyeing for some samurai. Going for the Altachi research as well. Onobushiga does go down there, does take out a deer. Does lose a villager there. The Lord Dragon player is low on villagers, but his villager numbers are doing pretty good thanks to the Palace of Swabia. Able pretty much to be able to fabricate those villagers. Does also get 8% more effective villagers, so roughly add in about additional, what, 6 villagers in value. So it's roughly 77 villagers versus 92, so the Japanese player does have advantage there. Additionally, the Japanese player does also have powerful economic benefits that can match the English with the increased gathering rate. It's actually getting plus 30% more efficient farm gatherers from base. Additionally, to get 20% more effective miners, able to get 20% of the other mining resource. Got spring gold emplacements and now 2 fortified outposts here, which also help them provide influence to protect this trade post, so you can perhaps go for a handful of traders later on. Now we've got the elite gilded landsknecht being a research. So he's going to be eyeing for some landsknechts. They are heavy gold. They're a gold intensive unit. 120 food, 200 gold. There's a good amount of gold in this map. Oh, very nice. He has some walls here, as well as some otatsu up top. And thanks to the fact they're on top of the wall, not only get a bit of range resist, 50% siege resist, but also plus 2 range. So they have 8.5 tile range, which is significant. You can use a siege tower to get on top of there. Actuality, there may be a possibility this is actually traversable. Sometimes this effect here does make the terrain traversable. I think that actually sort of got patched out. I remember doing that, getting like that in the campaign. Some of those units getting hit by the bombard tower. It is not fortified, however, so this will quickly go down. There's have inspired units here. Lance connects doing 30 damage per strike. He may have, I don't think he has halberdiers, but right now they have good attack speed. Some of those lance connects do go down pretty quickly. Getting focused down. Yeah, seeing the fact I don't see the bleed effect. So no bleed effect there. A couple lance connects with the bleed effect could be very useful. And now, since it's going to spawn on Samurai, these crossbows will be a bit more effective. Veterans push way forward, taking out some of the various frontline infrastructure. Current castle, of course, will have its 3 arrows and the rocket attack, which just says cannon now. That's not right. It's definitely a rocket. Which will one-shot these skilled crossbows. They have 170 health, while that rocket attack does do 190 damage. Pushing over here to maybe try to hit some of these additional town centers because they have only 2,500 health as opposed to 13,000. More of these forces straight forward, more lance connects being on the field queue. The Japanese player has built our revolt Quinn. If I can find it, there it is. It's being repaired up. It has no inherent range armor, only some siege melee armor. So be very careful with that. Both these additional town centers will be going on down. The villager number is very similar, be roughly 108 to 110. Gilded man arms are trying to torch down the back line, collecting some of these berries there. There's also a sheep. Everybody's going to try to close the game with a keep. Number of the gilded villagers now pulled out on the field. Batarams could start hitting some of this other infrastructure. The gilded villagers having trouble starting because they're on top of this build site. There goes that. Oh yeah, he actually got the siege bolts, so it actually did work, getting 40 damage per strike and such things. So don't go for Vulcans against those dragon cannoneers. They actually got the siege bolts upgrade, which is actually an upgrade that's most of the time, in my opinion, completely worthless, but it did great work there. I won't lie about that. Because not every day you actually get a 0 armor siege weapon do massive damage. Banner's not hitting the capital. Samurai trying to hit some of these gilded crossbows. Got still those products in tow. Take a bit of time to kill off the Shogunate Castle. Does get backed into a tree. Gilded Man, I'm taking some of the Japanese villagers, so now there's a clear economic advantage for the Order. Got a Mangonels pushing forward. Mangonels do siege damage, so they will hit the battering rams just fine. That's not great. Osu has range damage, so they're doing about 1 damage per shot against these battering rams. These forces push forward. Gilded crossbows getting annihilated. Got the fortress with their shields on the inside. Villagers getting hit. Samurai trying to get some good damage. We got now the gilded crossbows engaging, but the samurai equipment being picked off by them. We do now have a market here. Some of these villagers are getting hit. They do have textiles, so they're nearly 100 health. And the Shogunate Castle is now set ablaze. We got villagers trying to repair up the Shogunate Castle now. Got these various forces trying to chop apart these battering rams. Siege works now being researched. And we've got also a culverin here for counter siege. We do now have various research being, well, researched by the Japanese player. These villagers may want to be tasked on other wood deposits. It's not a great spot for them. Manowans has set ablaze that outpost and will try to stop the villagers from repairing it. Overrun's pushed forward. He does have access to siege engineers. He does have a decent amount of wood as well, 700 wood. And a good amount of coin as well, so you can get out some lands connects if you so choose. Some of these units are getting healed up by the prelates. The farmhouses here with some farms. Onabashiga's will be taking out this outpost. Got some stone walls going on up there by the Order of the Dragon player. Some villagers getting sliced apart as well. Does have a column bar in place there. No relic inside this one. The relic's inside the other one. No upgrades onto it. No upgrades in the back line. May want to fix that. Got these forces now pushing their way forward. Good hits there by the O2. He does have the plus 10 range armor, so these siege bolts won't do a whole lot of damage. He needs incendiaries before they can do any damage to those mangonels. They do 2 damage per shot against them. Oh, they just get incendiaries? Speaking of which, he just got incendiaries. Now they do 6 damage against mangonels. Not super great. Excuse me. These units move around. They got those 2 mangonel or spring gold upgraded ones still there. Crossbows pretty forward. Japanese player eyeing for a town center here. He does not have any stone to get an upgrade to a manor. I think a manor would be very nice. Manor arms push way forward, getting some damage on these villagers. Manor arms moving around. Farmhouse does go down. Got some various forces pushing forward. Got some exposed villagers here. Some of these men-armed or crossbows taking some hits. They will get one-shotted by the town center, as well as by the keep castle. Onobushigas getting removed from those by those good men-at-arms. More Onobushigas are here. This is going back to the deer. More Gilded Man-at-Arms push way forward. Got the Batterums trying to connect. Villagers being warded away. And now got a mounted banner man. And a good number of horsemen here as well. Big line of palisade walls there. Those palisade walls help him secure the flanks and may get him some room for some traders. Castle under fire, has some crossbows in tow, as well as the culverin. Culverin taking out some villagers. And right now the Japanese player is on 4 military units, going for some siege weapons. The gunsmith is here. He does have 2 supply points, so he can perhaps get out some hand cannons to offer higher DPS, a less range. Man-at-arms trying to overrun these bombards now, and the Japanese player does back the game. Sand Grade saying, thank you for watching, and on to the next replay.